Seaweed, often known as marine algae, is one of the most diverse and ecologically important groups of organisms in marine environments. Found along coastlines, on rocks, and in tidal zones, seaweed plays a crucial role in ocean ecosystems, providing food, shelter, and even oxygen to countless marine creatures. Although often overlooked, seaweed represents an ancient form of life, evolving over millions of years and developing complex adaptations that allow it to survive in various aquatic environments. These marine plants come in an array of shapes, sizes, and colors, from the tiny phytoplankton that form the base of the marine food web to the giant kelp forests that provide habitat for thousands of marine species. Seaweeds are classified into three main groups based on their pigmentation: red algae, rhodophyta, green algae, chlorophyta, and brown algae, Phaeophyceae. Each of these groups has unique characteristics, ecological roles, and benefits for both marine life and humans. Red algae, green algae, and brown algae each thrive in specific environments and offer different ecological contributions. Red algae, for example, are primarily found in deeper, warmer waters and have pigments that allow them to absorb light efficiently at these depths. Green algae, on the other hand, are usually found in shallow waters and are more closely related to terrestrial plants. Brown algae, which include the famous giant kelp, typically dominate temperate and cold water environments. These towering kelp forests can reach lengths of over 150 feet, forming underwater forests that are essential to the health of marine ecosystems. These forests provide shelter and food for a wide range of marine organisms, from small invertebrates to large fish and marine mammals. The unique structures of brown algae, which include specialized air bladders for buoyancy and holdfasts that anchor them to the sea floor, enable them to thrive in turbulent coastal waters, where they withstand strong currents and waves. One of the most remarkable aspects of seaweed is its ability to photosynthesize. Like land plants, seaweed uses sunlight to convert carbon dioxide into energy, releasing oxygen as a byproduct. This process not only sustains the seaweed itself but also contributes significantly to the oxygen levels in the ocean and the atmosphere. In fact, marine algae, including both seaweeds and microscopic phytoplankton, are estimated to produce around half of the Earth's oxygen supply, making them vital to life on our planet. By absorbing carbon dioxide, seaweed also plays a role in mitigating climate change, as it helps reduce the overall levels of this greenhouse gas in the atmosphere. This carbon sequestration ability has sparked interest in using seaweed as a natural tool for combating climate change, as large-scale seaweed cultivation could potentially help absorb significant amounts of carbon dioxide. Beyond its environmental importance, seaweed has long been a valuable resource for human societies. Many cultures, particularly in East Asia, have been harvesting and consuming seaweed for centuries. In Japan, seaweed such as nori, wakame, and kombu is an essential part of the diet and is used in a variety of dishes, from sushi rolls to soups and salads. Seaweed is rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, making it a highly nutritious food source. It contains iodine, an essential nutrient for thyroid health, as well as vitamins A, C, and K, calcium, iron, and fiber. As a result, seaweed is not only a dietary staple in many coastal cultures but has also become popular worldwide as a health food. In recent years, seaweed-based products, such as seaweed snacks, powders, and supplements, have gained popularity, and seaweed farming has expanded to meet this growing demand. The uses of seaweed extend far beyond the kitchen. Seaweed is also an important industrial resource, used in the production of various products, including cosmetics, fertilizers, and pharmaceuticals. One of the most valuable substances derived from seaweed is agar, a gelatinous material extracted from red algae that is widely used as a thickening and gelling agent. Agar has applications in food products like jellies and puddings, as well as in scientific research, where it is used as a culture medium for growing microorganisms. Carrageenan, another substance extracted from red algae, is commonly used as a stabilizer in dairy products, such as ice cream and yogurt. Alginate, derived from brown algae, has a variety of applications, including in the textile, food, and medical industries. It is used as a thickener, stabilizer, and emulsifier, and has even been incorporated into wound dressings and dental molds. The versatility of seaweed as a raw material has made it an important component in various industries, and ongoing research is exploring new potential uses, from biodegradable plastics to biofuels. Seaweed farming, also known as aquaculture, has grown rapidly in recent years, particularly in countries like China, Indonesia, and South Korea. Seaweed farms are typically established in coastal areas where the water is nutrient-rich and calm. Farming seaweed offers several benefits. It does not require freshwater, fertilizers, or pesticides, making it an environmentally sustainable form of agriculture. Additionally, seaweed farms provide habitat for marine species, contribute to water quality improvement by absorbing excess nutrients, and create jobs for local communities. As interest in sustainable food production and marine conservation grows, seaweed farming is increasingly seen as a viable solution for providing food, raw materials, and environmental benefits. Despite its numerous benefits, seaweed faces challenges due to human activities and environmental changes. Pollution, particularly from agricultural runoff, poses a significant threat to seaweed habitats. Excessive nutrients in the water can lead to harmful algal blooms, which disrupt the balance of marine ecosystems and threaten the survival of native seaweed species. Climate change also affects seaweed, as rising sea temperatures, ocean acidification, and changes in water salinity impact the growth and health of seaweed populations. For instance, kelp forests, which are vital habitats for many marine species, have been declining in some regions due to warming waters and the spread of invasive species like sea urchins, which feed on kelp. The loss of kelp forests has a cascading effect on marine ecosystems, as these forests provide shelter, food, and nursery grounds for countless marine species. Conservation efforts are underway to protect seaweed and the ecosystems it supports. Marine Protected Areas, MPAs, have been established in many regions to safeguard kelp forests and other seaweed habitats from overfishing, pollution, and destructive practices. Restoration projects aim to replant kelp forests and other types of seaweed, often involving local communities and divers who help transplant young seaweed to areas where it has declined. These initiatives not only support marine biodiversity but also promote sustainable fishing practices and ecotourism, providing economic opportunities for coastal communities. In addition, scientific research is helping to improve our understanding of seaweed biology, genetics, and ecology, enabling more effective conservation and management strategies. Seaweed also holds promise as a sustainable solution for various global challenges. As the world faces the need to reduce plastic pollution and find alternatives to fossil fuels, seaweed has gained attention as a potential source of biodegradable materials and bioenergy. Researchers are exploring ways to use seaweed to produce bioplastics that can replace conventional plastics and reduce the environmental impact of waste. Additionally, seaweed-based biofuels are being developed as a renewable energy source that could help reduce reliance on fossil fuels. These innovations highlight the potential of seaweed to contribute to a more sustainable and resilient future. The cultural significance of seaweed is evident in the folklore, traditions, and cuisines of coastal communities around the world. In many Asian cultures, seaweed is not only a food source but also a symbol of health, longevity, and prosperity. Traditional knowledge of seaweed harvesting and usage has been passed down through generations, and in some regions, seaweed plays a role in local rituals and festivals. As interest in seaweed continues to grow globally, there is a renewed appreciation for this ancient resource and its cultural, nutritional, and ecological importance. In conclusion, seaweed is a truly remarkable component of marine ecosystems, providing a range of benefits for both the environment and human societies. From its role in supporting marine life to its applications in food, medicine, and industry, seaweed is an invaluable resource with immense potential. However, the conservation of seaweed and its habitats is essential to ensure that these benefits are sustained for future generations. Through continued research, sustainable farming practices, and conservation efforts, we can work to protect and harness the full potential of seaweed in a way that respects and preserves the delicate balance of our oceans.